Hello guys, we are back with our next lecture. In this lecture, let us go through the concept of access control, guys. Okay, so basically now let us go through access control. So access control is nothing but you are trying to access something, right? Yes. So basically whenever you are trying to access a file in a system, you might have some permissions, rights and all those things, right? So those things in information security, what will they be? So those things we'll be discussing in this lecture, guys. Okay. So there are three different access modes you can say that those all we'll be discussing in this lecture. Okay. So access control is the security feature that controls how user systems communicate and interact with one another. So basically I can interact with your system with some rules. So those things we'll be discussing here. Okay, so we are having three different types, guys. Okay, so the first type is nothing but discretionary access control. Okay, so a simple remembering thing you should remember is nothing but this is completely based on owner, guys. So every power is in his owner's hand, so he can change those rights to you. Like anyone he can do anything on the data, right? So because he's the owner, right? Yes, so he will be having the permissions. Okay, so is restricts access to objects based on identification of subjects and or group to which they belongs to. So assume that you are a company owner and there is a project, guys, you got. Okay, so this project there is abstract and all those things, guys. So the project has been given, so there is some branch in your company who is for finance and who is for marketing. So is there any need for them to have access for this project, guys? No, right? Yes. So in the same way, only the group who needs are identified subjects or identified users like project managers, the project employees, the team members. For them only it should be given access. So those things will be managed here. Okay. So the owner of information or any resource is able to change the permissions at his instance. So if he wants to avoid even for this project members also, only for team leaders and project managers, if he wants to give, he can do that. There is no issue with this because this is a free to use. That is nothing but DAC, that is nothing but discretionary access control, right? Yes. So data, okay, so data owner can transfer ownership of information to other users. So basically if he is going off for a leave or some kind of thing, he can transfer he can transfer the leadership to some other, so that other will be taking care of the team till then, right? Yes. So the data owner can determine the type of accesses given to other users. So they can read or they can write or they can update or they can modify or whatever they can do. Everything will be specified clearly, guys. Okay. So the features of this is nothing but it is flexible, easy to control, backups will be taken, and it is usability. It's good for using, right? Yes. Okay. The second type is nothing but a mandatory access control. So a simple strict version of the DAC is nothing but MAC, guys. Mandatory access control. Okay, so here the trick is that even the owner cannot do any kind of operation. So once the file or once the data has been given, okay, so the administrator is only the one who can do any kind of changes, guys, because he is the king, right? The administrator, he is going to have all the rights. Yes. So Mac secures information by assigning sensitive labels on information and comparing this to the level of sensitivity on user is operating. So basically here we will be dividing the whole spectrum into multiple parts, guys. So if you ask me an example, I'll be dividing into 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so I think 1 2 3 4 5, it's already 5. Okay, so the first part will be very low, low, medium, high, very high. So based on its importance or based on its priority, I'll be dividing them, and a few users will be in this part, few users will be in this part, the main leaders and everyone will be in this part, like that. Based on these sections, they will be dividing and they can access the data. So this concept is given as a Mac, guys, and this addresses these changes, these position changes, and everything will be done by the administrator. Okay. Yes, so Mac is operated for extremely secured systems. So here we are dividing into multiple segments, which is a bit complex, right? Yes, because our data is that much important, such as military applications or mission critical data applications. Okay, so who is having the permission? The administrator. So only administrator, not even the data owner, make changes to the resources or even these access permissions. Okay, so all data is assigned secure levels that reflects its relativity, security, and all those things. Okay, so here we wrote an example of US state 3-level classification, guys. They'll be having three levels in military, that is nothing but confidential, secret, and top secret. Okay, so based on these levels, they will be dividing the whole employees or the officers, and based on their criteria, so they will be accessing the data based on them. So basically, if someone is in top secret, that is nothing but in the topmost highest, he can access rest also. That is the major advantage here. Okay. Yes. Similarly, the last type of access control is nothing but the access role based access control. So here each and every user is having a specific role. Okay. Right. So based on those rules, they can access the data. Okay, so access decisions are based on the individual roles and responsibilities within the organization. So basically, if you are an IT employee and you are a programmer, you can access all the programmers, the rest of your teammates, programs, and all those things. But there is no need for you to check the network status, right? Or network IP addresses and network routings and all those things. Hence, you are not given those permissions. So based on your domain or based on your role in the company, you will be assigned. Okay. Yes. So if we take an example, in IT company, different roles of users may include such as a project manager and team leader and developer. So these members require a different level of accesses in order to perform their functionalities. By also type of access allowed depending on their policies. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got some basic idea, and these roles are again given by the administrator only, guys. Okay. Yes. So I hope everyone got a clear idea about this access control. So in the next lecture, we'll be discussing about the access control devices, guys. Okay. Yes. So let us meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thanks for watching.